he started it. So I'm gonna finish it. Worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No more jokes. This is for the prank. Yes! So as you may or may not know, my brother and I have been involved in kind of a prank war for some time. He started it actually when he put my senior picture up on the wall there, and oh no, I can't get it down. So it kind of spiraled out of control from there. I put his face in his garage. He then returned his face to my tree, and then I presented his face to him at his wedding. And then at some point I realized, you just can't do pranks forever. So I kind of took the high road. Got together with Mr. Nobody. He donated a parts washer because Allan didn't have one. And we were like, you know what, we're just gonna give him a present. So we took the parts washer. It's kind of dingy, so we refurbished it for him, gave it to him.
Take that, Allan.
And then Allan felt the need to repay that kindness. And he did that with this right here. This is the Pickle beer machine. So you just kind of hit the button, and after approximately 10 minutes, a pickle beer will appear. We kind of need to restock. That's just in case you fail at something. The thing is, this gift is way nicer than what I gave him, so we need to, again, repay the favor and make him something. And you know how there's kind of that rule where if you want to get somebody something nice, think about like what they've given you in the past? Well, I think it would be really nice if we gave him this, but kind of a little bit different. So Allan has been working on a really big backyard project for the last couple of months. And I know he's thinking about like the structure of everything and making it really sound and level and stuff like that. He's not thinking about decoration. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make some decoration for his backyard. And we're actually gonna do it kind of with this. So I mentioned we gave Allan a parts washer, right? Well, it turns out he accidentally filled it with pickle beer. Turns out there was a super clean container that was just randomly filled with pickle beer. Oh, I don't know how that happens. It's, honest mistake or whatever.
Oh, there's still room.
So whenever he told me that, I went and I got him a present. And this is actually his Christmas present from last year. I never gave it to him because it turns out since the parts washer was broken, he took it apart. He kept the lid as like artwork in his garage, but the rest of it went away. And so his Christmas present didn't really make sense anymore. But you know what? We're gonna open it right now because it's gonna make sense today. And his Christmas present was a parts washer pump. So he could have had a working parts washer this entire time if he hadn't taken it apart. So we're not gonna turn this into a parts washer though. Remember I said it needs to be decoration. It needs to add ambiance to his backyard. Well, another part of this gift when he gave it to me is the 12-volt jack in here had a green LED light, but he could never get the LED light to work. So I have procured an outdoor projection light, also Christmas related, it's green. So we're gonna make the lights in this thing work. We're gonna make it pump water. We're gonna turn this into a nice, giant pickle beer fountain. And turns out Allan is in Europe right now. We're gonna go install it for him. Wow, would you just look at that gorgeous fountain? He's really gonna love this. But the thing is, we're not done yet. So I need to find a way to drain this so I can bring it over to his house. But we have this giant hole in the front here, right? We need to cover that up. And when I say cover it up, I mean, we're gonna take a piece of plexiglass and put this in the front so he can see what's inside whenever we fill it up at his house. Works like a charm. Wow, that is gonna be so nice, but you know what? We need pickle green. Wow, it's gonna be amazing. And the last part of the puzzle, we need an access hole towards the upper portion in the back so we can put that this stuff in whenever we get there. So I actually think we're gonna go with a nice chute like that. That'll make more sense in a minute when we get to Allan's house, so let's head on over. All right, we have arrived at Allan's house, and this is going to be the scene of the crime. I mean, the scene of the favor. The thing is, he's got a trailer parked here. So we're gonna have to move this, but if you go behind, so that's Allan's backyard back there. But if you go behind Allan's backyard, it's his second backyard. Oh, we're gonna do a little bit of yard work here. And then eventually when we get down here, this is Allan's second backyard. Look at all this space. Like there's his backyard fence. You have this space, that space down there. We're about to make this space way nicer. You know, for a second there, I was like, oh dang, the trailer's gonna be real heavy. But then I remembered Allan leaves the keys to his side-by-side, chained to his side-by-side. All right, trailer situation has been resolved. However, we still have the bamboo forest of death back here, but luckily, I thought this might be a problem and came prepared. All right, so we are installed. I chose this location because it is up high enough that you'll be able to see it from the backyard once this fence goes down. So Allan is working on a bit of a backyard project right now. You can see he's taking up a bunch of rotten deck, fixing that. He's concreted all this, and right there, that's gonna be the centerpiece of it all. That's gonna be his outdoor kitchen. So yeah, this fence will come down and then you'll be able to see this fountain right from the outdoor kitchen that doesn't exist yet. It'll be awesome. And so the concrete, yeah. So thing is, we live in Texas and I want this to be safe. I don't want it to fly away in a tornado. So that was 10 bags of concrete at 80 pounds a bag. So 800 pounds of concrete. That should keep it in place, I think, for many years to come. He can give us like, 5, 10, 15-year updates on just how well this thing is staying in place. So we're not quite done yet. I gotta go find some power. And he locked his gate. It means he may have been suspecting foul play. I don't know. Now I have to jump the fence. All right. If I was power, I would be... All right, so I was able to steal power from Allan's greenhouse over there, run it all along the edge of the concrete pad here so you can't really see it. And then I did have to... My extension cord wasn't long enough. I had to go in the garage and steal one of his. Here's the thing, though. He's probably just going to think he misplaced it, and it'll be a while before he notices it's gone. And then we found a pre-existing hole in the fence. I'm just going to put this right there, and you can't even tell it's there. And since we already broke into his garage and revealed ourselves on camera, I'm going to go ahead and make the best of the situation. Spicy, because they're the worst. Watermelon, never had that one. And an original, because why not? All right, so we've got power now, but that's not really enough because we've got two things we got to plug in. We got to plug in the laser and then the pump itself, right? So I picked up a Wi-Fi splitter because, as you can see, Allan has neighbors that are close. He's not going to be home for 4 or 5 days, so I don't want this going off nonstop until he gets home and somebody calls the police or something. So I'm gonna hack into Allan's Wi-Fi real quick, and we're gonna plug this in and make it so I can turn this on and off from wherever I have Wi-Fi. And after a few moments of hackery, I can now use my phone to turn on the fountain from anywhere. So we've got the fountain filling up there, and we're just gonna that guy lives on the top, this guy and that guy, they live down there. Wow. And we got, you can't see it right now, but the laser's shooting up into the canopy, so he'll be able to enjoy that at night. And then turn it back off, you just, that simple. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna go clean things up in his driveway, and then I think I'm gonna, like, whenever he comes home that night, probably start, I don't know, like 9 or 10 o'clock once it's dark, let it go for at least an hour or two, and then maybe turn it off, or maybe we just let it go till like 2 in the morning. I don't know. Hopefully he didn't catch me on the camera. I haven't received any text messages yet, but he's in England. He took his George Washington costume. Not really sure why he did that.
Hey, Demery, we could do a whole video series that's like day one of wearing my George Washington costume in England until I get my ass kicked.
But they're several hours ahead, so maybe he's at dinner, or maybe he's asleep. Maybe he just hasn't noticed yet.
That's not the question you should be asking. You should be asking, Allan, did you really fly all the way from Dallas, Texas to London, England with a pickle beer?
I don't know, but we're gonna hope I did not get caught and put everything back and see how long it takes him to figure out that this is back here. All right, today is Allan's first day back from Europe. He landed at about 4:30, I think. Right now it's 7:30, and it is dark outside, as you can see. I did get a text message from him saying he found something disturbing on his doorbell camera, but that's, as far as I know, that's all he knows. So we are connected, and we are going to turn on his fountain right now. And according to my phone, the fountain is now on. We'll see if we get any response here. All right, night one update. It didn't work. Well, the fountain's working. I'm getting confirmation via the app that the switch is turning on and off, so the fountain should be turning on and off, but Allan didn't notice it. So I turned it on at 7:30, turned it off at 11 p.m. as to not annoy his neighbors too much. But no, he didn't find it, and I know he didn't find it because he texted me this morning, and he was like, hey, I'm still looking for booby traps around my house because I caught you on camera. I'm kind of afraid he's gonna find the extension cord going to the fountain before he actually finds the fountain at night because it's going off. But I don't know, we'll find out tonight. I'm gonna set it, unless he finds it today, it'll be going off again tonight, so.
What is that beeping noise? It's so pleasant. It sounds like it's coming from outside. I should go check it out.
Wow, look at that light show. It's so beautiful.
Is that fresh running water I hear? I think it's a pickle beer fountain. And if I look closely, oh my God, 800 pounds of cement. What I've always wanted.
This is so beautiful. I don't even care that I've been awake for 20 hours. I don't even know what time zone it is, but I'll stay awake for another 20 hours just to watch this.
I don't know how you thought this was gonna go down, Steven, but that's not what went down at all. So you need to get in your garage, get yourself a nice warm pickle beer because well, you failed. You thought you were sabotaging me, but you failed to sabotage me, which that's pickle beer worthy. This is what actually happened. I don't know what is going on in my life anymore. Got back in town from a trip late last night. This afternoon, go pick the dogs up, and I'm about to come out in the backyard and continue. I've got to order some things for my current outdoor project. And I'm like, why is there an extension cord plugged in the back of my house? So I walk over here, and I'm like, is my neighbor stealing my electricity? No, it takes a turn down here, and it comes past here, and it goes all the way around over to this side of the yard, right here, where it goes out through the hole in the bottom of my fence. What the hell is this? What is going on? From what I could see over the fence, looks like there's cement, like this has been permanently installed in my backyard. Kind of looks like the pickle beer washing machine, dispensing machine has been turned into a fountain. I see cement. I see RGB LED projector. I don't want to know what's going on. Also, how did this get back here? These are, I think, my own pickle beers. I think my own pickle beers were harvested out of my fridge and used against me I'm very confused. There's a water pump. Oh, there's a buzzer light. And is this Bluetooth or is this on a timer? It looks it's Wi-Fi controlled. Does Steven know my Wi-Fi password? What is going on here? I'm very confused and concerned. Are you lost in the jungle?
Yeah, I don't like being back here.
Hey, good news. It's full of it looks like about 100 pounds of cement, if not more, inside of it.
Honestly,
Yeah, I think she's permanent now.
Well, I'm going to say that was both a success and, go with this one, bugs and dust. A failure. Orange pickle beer. Oh. Not the worst, but also not the best. I know I said in the video I hooked the power up to his greenhouse. The thing is, the power in his greenhouse didn't work. So that's actually, it's like his fault. I spent a half hour trying to get that power to work. Would not work, so I had to plug it in, re-plug it in over by his back door. And that's how he saw it, how he discovered it. Maybe I should have rewired his entire house while I was there. I don't know. So yeah, does he have an 800-pound washing machine fountain stuck in his backyard, probably permanently? Yes, he does. But was I able to get him to discover it at night, like when he was like about to go to bed? No, I didn't. Dang it. So that was both a success and a failure. But I'm sure he's learned his lesson by now, and we won't have to worry about retaliation in the future.
Also, one more thing. If you don't think there's going to be retaliation, at least 800 pounds worth of retaliation, you're wrong. And you may never tell me when you're leaving your home or going on a trip again, but guess what? You have children and they talk. They're talkers. So if you don't tell me when your next trip is, they're going to say like, oh, guess what? We're going on the Mickey Mouse boat. And you'll be out of the country. And it's coming. It's coming back your way.